Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I've got another fluid art creation that I want to do, and I'm using just paint and water. So you can probably guess the technique that I'm going to do. I've got a range of very vibrant paints here. I'm going to take you down to see the colour palette, and I'm also going to explain how to read the labels on your paint. And today I'm going to start off with the brand that I'm using. I'm using Daler Rowney's System 3 Acrylic. And I'll talk about how I read the labels and what it means on those paints as well, because I sometimes get questions about those. And what I'll do in future videos, I will talk about the label on the paint brand that I'm using. So if you follow me along regularly, you'll learn about those labels. So I'm excited for this as always. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's see what we can create. Okay, so here's my colour palette for today. You can see lots of vibrant colours, and I'm not actually using a black or white. I am using a Payne's grey for my base, but as you can see, I've got all these colours here, from magenta to blue to yellow, and then I've got some red, green and orange. But I will list all of those colours in the description box, so expand that. In each video that I do, I always share the recipe that I'm using, so my ratios. I talk about whether it's just paint and water. Today, that's exactly what I'm doing, just paint and water combination, 1 part paint to 1 part water. And in that description box, I will also list the brand of paint and the name of the paint that I'm using. So as you can see here, I mixed all my paints up already. 1 part paint, 1 part water. Let me show you that consistency. Just trickles off the spatula, back into the cup and disappears. And that's the same with all these colours. My base paint as well. So they're my colours. So I've got my canvas here, 12 inches by 12 inches. It's a deep edge canvas, and I've already painted my sides with the Payne's grey. Good coverage, it's an opaque colour. So yeah, let's go. So I said I was going to explain the labels on the paints that I'm doing for this creation. And you'll see here I've got 3 different colours, and they've got 3 different indications on the paint. We have an opaque, we have a semi-opaque, and we have a transparent. And I can tell that because with the blue one, it's got a coloured in square, a full square, a black square just here. And that tells me that the paint itself is opaque. The square here is just a white square. Sometimes on different brands, it's just a border that you see. But for this brand, it's a coloured in white square. And that means it's transparent. So the one in the middle, where we've got half of the square transparent and half of the square opaque, means that it's semi-opaque. So we go from opaque, semi-opaque to transparent. And if you've ever wondered about the stars that you see at the side, that would indicate excellent light fastness. So that basically means that this won't fade in the daylight or when it's exposed to the light. So that's just a little explanation about the brand of paint that I'm using today. So Daler Rowney's System 3 Acrylic, and the label that associates opaque, semi-opaque and transparent. I really hope that's helpful. So I'm just going to take the Payne's grey and I'm going to place that as my base colour on the canvas. I'm going to pour the paint in the middle of the canvas, and then I'll use my blow dryer to blow that paint across that full surface area. The blow dryer is on a cool setting and the lowest blow speed. So now I've got good coverage, just tidying up my sides, and then I'm using my torch just to pop any air bubbles. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one colour at a time and place those puddles in the middle of the canvas, just here. And then I'm going to blow it out using the blow dryer. So I'm going to take one colour at a time, starting with the red, and I'm just going to puddle those colours on the canvas. Okay, so that's all the colours down. I am just going to use a little bit more of that base colour, so the Payne's Grey, and I'm just going to place some more of that on the base. That's just to help with the flow of paint when I'm blowing the paint across the canvas and down the sides. You'll know if you've got enough fluidity, because if your paint doesn't flow really well and kind of just stays in one area when you're using your blow dryer, then it's probably down to the fluidity of the paint on the surface area, because it's that paint that really helps that other paint glide across. So I'm going to blow in a couple of directions. The blow dryer, as always, is on a cool setting and the lowest blow speed. I don't want to blow the paint out too much. I don't want it to muddy, but I am going to start now to fan the paint out more towards the outer edges. So I'm just now looking at the overall look, the composition, that balance between the colours that have been puddled on top against that Payne's Grey background. So I'm just going to use my blow dryer to fan out some more of those colours before I show you a close-up of the wet version. I'm just going to use my torch one more time, just going over all that paint, just popping any of those air bubbles. And I'm now going to take you in for a closer look at this wet version. And I just love the composition. I love that there's a space there with the Payne's grey. And then we go into all those other colours that I layered. And one thing that I was mindful of is not making that yellow go green or muddy. So I'm really pleased that I've managed to keep that vibrancy there. I'm excited to see how this dries. It will dry a little bit darker. Let's bear in mind that we've got a Payne's grey base and then those colours on top. So yeah, I'm excited to just put this to one side, and I'll take you in shortly for a closer look at the dry version. And here we are, here's the dry version. I'm really happy at the vibrancy of the paints, the colours that I've maintained, especially that lighter green and that yellow. And I can't wait for this to fully cure because I will add a gloss varnish to this. And that will also bring back a little bit more of the vibrancy with those colours against that dark background. I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you for joining me today. I hope you've had fun. This is a new brand that I'm trying out, and I really hope that whatever you're up to creatively, you're having fun too. Let me know in the comments what you're doing. I'd love to hear from you. I really hope I get to see you again in one of my next videos. Take care everyone and have a great week ahead, and I'll see you soon. Bye.